On today's episode, Dad makes funny noises. He talks to himself.
All right. Stop saying all right. Okay? Great.
And the kiddo speaks the truth.
Who got this? Dad got this.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dad Got This. What are we doing today? Today, we're going to answer two questions. One, how do you air fry a ribeye steak? Two, should you even do it? Do I know the answers to these questions? No. I'm going to find out here in a second. I've got my air fryer and I've got a ribeye steak. And I want to find out, can I get something decent results-wise out of this combination? Not sure it's possible, but we're going to find out. Before we get to any of that, I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to get that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't become a dad video misser. Dad video missers are the saddest people in the world. They mope around and they have terrible lives. You don't want that to happen to you, so make sure you subscribe. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the gist of what's going on here. Dad loves steak. Dad cooks steak lots of different ways. I usually either sous vide it, I'll charcoal grill it, I'll sous vide it, then charcoal grill it. I'll do a reverse sear in the oven and then pan sear it. A whole bunch of ways. But I have an air fryer. Lots of people say you can air fry a steak. I want to see if you can do it. Now, I'm not going to do the method that a lot of people do where they just jack it up to like 500 and throw the steak in the air fryer and hope you get a good steak. I'm going to do the reverse sear method sort of in an air fryer. So we're going to cook it at a low temp for like 20, 30 minutes till we get to about 20. Oh, wow. Ooh, that was wet. It went all the way over there. Wow. Spitting aside, which is gross. I'm going to cut that out of the video. All right. Stop saying all right. Okay? Great. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in at like 250 until it reaches about 20 degrees from our desired temperature. Dad's going to shoot for 134. Now, I've done a couple of things and I've realized that I got to work on resting temperature. So that's why we're going to go 20 degrees below our final temp. And then we're going to go ahead and jack the temp on the air fryer all the way up to 500. Do it on both sides and then pull it when it is 10 degrees from our final temp. So for Dad, 134. So we're going to put this in, let it go till it hits about 114. We'll start the 500 degree sucker. When it gets to 124, we're going to pull it and then we're going to just let it rest. And then hopefully we should get a tender and perfectly medium rare steak with a little bit of overcooking on the edges because you can't get rid of that the way you do it this way. But to do that, we need a steak. So let's season up a steak.
So, bam, the thing falls, the steak is there, and then it does the thing, and then there's salt sprinkling, and then there's pepper being ground, and then we've got garlic powder, onion powder, and all this magicness happening to this steak.
Steak is prepped and ready to go. Let's prep our air fryer. We're gonna use the Mealthy Crisp Lid and Dad's Instant Pot combo. I've done a review on this in the past. Go ahead and check that out. I'll throw the link up here somewhere and in the description below. All right, to use that, you put your little raised trivet and stainless steel basket right into your Instant Pot. Don't plug in the Instant Pot. You don't wanna do that. Just into the Instant Pot. Steak acquired. To make this even more fun and more nerdy, we're gonna use my new meat stick to monitor the temperatures while it's in this air fryer. The awesome thing about this is this can actually go to 572 degrees. My air fryer only goes to 500. We're totally good there. I've done a full review on this. I'll throw that link up here and in the description below if you're interested. Okay, we gotta turn it on. Green light comes on, green light goes off. We pull it out and we need to get our iPhone. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna open up the iPhone and we're gonna go to the Meat Stick app. Okay. It's found our meat stick. We're gonna turn on our range extender. Not that I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking around here, but might as well, right? Stick this sucker here. Ah, it's found it. Perfect. We're gonna insert this into the thickest part of our steak, right over here. And you go all the way right to the hilt. Hoping this steak fits in the air fryer with this thing in here, but we'll make it work. Frickin' Sam's Club gypped me on this steak. It had like a little flap underneath. This is not gonna cook right, but I wanted to try and leave it on there because like, look at that. Like the steak is like a triangle because they stuck this little flap under there to try and fool you and make it look like a full steak. The steak's in there, got my meat stick in there, and we're ready to go. I'm just being silly. I got this new thing with the camera and it's a grip and it's, I don't know. Dad's a geek. I've got a whole bunch of gadgets I'm testing out. We're gonna have to do some settings on the Meat Stick app. So we're gonna do grilling, beef, steak. We want it to be medium rare. Our thickness is 1 3/4 of an inch. Oh, they don't give you that. So we'll do 1 1/2. We want an early warning at 114. Read our cook. We've already done that. Perfect. It says our steak is 50 degrees. It was pretty cold right out of the fridge. And we're gonna fire up the air fryer. This one's really easy. It just goes right on top. It sits nicely in here. Temp. Ooh. So we can only either go 155 or 300. So we're gonna go 300. It's a little higher than I want, but we'll do that. We'll do 20 minutes. We can always add time if we need it. And then we're gonna hit start. I'll check back in you. Red, check back in you. Dad'll check back in with you when this thing's kind of ready to start our searing technique. See you then. That was an awkward pause. Because we're at 300 and I can't get it to 250, we're gonna flip it real quick. I just got my warning that says the steak is at the 114. It's actually at 116. We're gonna go ahead and turn this sucker off. We're gonna jack this up to 500 and then let it get to our almost target temp, and then we're gonna let it rest. You see the crust isn't the greatest on there. So I'm gonna do a cheat trick from my sous vide stuff. I'll be right back.
Hi! I know I'm living now. I'm 6.
That's not even that loud, baby. That's just telling me the steak is done. All right, this looks crazy, but Dad's gonna use his torch to throw a little bit of extra color on this steak. Ooh. This is a super professional filmmaking using a coffee can to mount the camera. All right, I knew this was gonna happen. We're at 142. We're more at a medium than a medium rare, but let's pull it and see what it looks like. The steak came out pretty good. I'm pretty okay with this. This isn't bad. I mean, it's a large gray band compared to sous vide cooking, but if all you got is an air fryer or an oven, you could definitely do this. Take a taste. That's pretty good. Here, hold on. Kiddo wants to try it. That's a pretty good steak. That's not bad. Of course you would rather have some ketchup.
So, I have lots of comments on you.
Oh yeah, everybody always comments on you, kiddo.
In every single video.
Anyone you're in, they love you.
But I knew it. Seriously, I knew it.
Seriously, you are beautiful. In retrospect, if Dad were to do this experiment again, I would then maybe put it, let me see if I check my other air fryer.
Do this, guys. If you see Dad got this videos with with his second air fryer? Comment down below.
I would probably switch and do a hybrid. I'm crazy. A hybrid version using my other air fryer, which goes lower. So I can set that temperature down to the 250 so we don't overcook the steak as much. And then put it in the other air fryer, which goes up to the 500, which is this one. And because the other one only goes to 4, and do the sear in the other one. I would also, instead of pulling it at 114, I would pull it at 104. Then start your searing. I think you're gonna get a little bit more time for crust and not overcook your steak. I mean, it's not overcooked, but there's definitely a large gray band. I mean, I'll eat it. I'll definitely eat
I
it.
love it.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I'd say that's a successful experiment. Fun, had an extra steak, got rid of it, and still a little bit mad about this flap from Sam's Club that they tried to pass off as a piece of steak on me. This is the definition of finger looking good.
And don't forget to comment.
To comment down below.
Don't miss any Dad Got This.
This kid's amazing. What am I gonna do? You guys know, even when Dad's just messing around with his gadgets in the kitchen and an extra steak that he had in the fridge, Dad doesn't do outros, so
That's it.
nailed it. So when I point to you, you say that's it, and look at that camera, okay? Dad doesn't do outros, so that's it.
That's it.
Let's do it again. You ready? They say never to work with kids or animals, but I love this kid. I'm never gonna stop working with her.